Good evening, everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. Today, we are going to discuss an important topic from science and technology as well as current affairs Lyme disease. This topic is important because it combines concepts of infectious diseases, transmission mechanisms, and recent vaccine developments. Let us begin with why Lyme disease is in the news. Recently, an experimental vaccine developed by Pfizer in the United States and Valneva in France has shown more than 70% efficacy in late stage clinical trials. This is significant because currently there is no widely available vaccine, so this development marks an important step in disease prevention. Now, coming to the basic disease profile. Lyme disease, also known as Lyme borreliosis, is an infectious bacterial disease caused by Borrelia burgdorferi. It is a multi-system disease, meaning it affects different parts of the body, including the skin, nervous system, heart, and joints. So whenever you study such diseases, always remember the pathogen and the systems affected. Let us now understand its origin and geographical spread. The disease was first identified in children in Lyme, Connecticut, in the United States in the year 1976, which is how it got its name. It is most commonly reported in North America, Europe, and parts of Asia, making it an important global public health concern. Now, coming to transmission, which is one of the most important areas for UPSC. Lyme disease spreads through the bite of infected ticks, specifically deer ticks, also called black-legged ticks. However, an important conceptual point is that not all tick bites cause Lyme disease. Only those ticks which carry the bacteria can transmit it. These ticks are usually found in grassy, wooded, or bushy areas, and they can attach to the skin without being noticed. Once the bacteria enter the bloodstream, they spread throughout the body and affect multiple organs. Now let us clearly understand what does not spread Lyme disease. It does not spread from human to human, it does not spread from pets to humans directly, and it also does not spread through air, food, or water. Even other insects like mosquitoes, fleas, lice, or flies do not transmit this disease. This kind of elimination-based understanding is very important for prelims. Now coming to symptoms, Lyme disease occurs in stages and the symptoms of different stages can overlap. One of the most characteristic early signs is a red circular rash at the site of the tick bite, often described as a bullseye rash. Other early symptoms include fever, fatigue, body aches, and swollen lymph nodes. So always remember, rash plus flu-like symptoms is a key early indicator. If the disease is left untreated, it can lead to serious complications. These include severe arthritis affecting the joints, damage to the heart, and neurological problems affecting the nervous system. So this shows how a simple untreated infection can progress into a serious multi-system disease. Now coming to treatment and recovery. The primary treatment for Lyme disease is antibiotics, and most cases are highly treatable if diagnosed early. However, recovery can take time, especially if the disease is not detected in the early stages. Even after treatment, some symptoms may persist, which is an important clinical point to remember. Finally, let us quickly revise. Lyme disease is caused by Borrelia burgdorferi and spreads through deer tick bites. It affects multiple systems including skin, heart, nerves, and joints. The key early sign is a bullseye rash. It is treatable with antibiotics, and currently a vaccine showing more than 70% efficacy is under development. These are the core points you should remember for your exam. So with this, we have covered Lyme disease in a clear and exam-oriented manner, combining both static concepts and current affairs. Keep revising such topics because UPSC often asks direct as well as conceptual questions from them. Thank you and all the very best for your preparation.